Today is all about stamp layering using the new Hellebore from Altenew. Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper and I've got the Hellebore stamp set from Altenew. It's the newest builder flower and so beautiful. It has lots of stamps. It's a big set, including 2 open flowers and 1 that's a bud. There's also a sentiment and some leaf images, but we'll get to that in a minute. I thought it'd be fun just to stamp out a heap of flowers today, and I like to use my MISTI tool when I'm doing this. And what you can see me doing here is actually flipping my cardstock and doing 2 flowers of the same colour at once. And just by using a process like this, it makes creating flowers go so fast. You can have a stack of flowers really quickly. I have 2 sets of colours that I'm using today. One of my favourites, which is Tea Party, which is the pinks, kind of pinky red kind of tones. And this second set of colours is called Golden Sunset. Now I like to use my MISTI because it means that the stamp layers are really easy to line up. I follow the guide on the back of the packaging and that gives me an idea of which portions of the image I need to line up. And once it's there, I can just keep stamping away. Only thing I do need to remember is to actually, when I change my colours for my flowers, I need to actually change over to the second set. And it's a bit unlike me. I've actually used the proper sets today. You know how Altenew released their inks in sets of 4? I've actually used the set of 4 from the Tea Party and the other one vice versa from the Golden Sunset. But I did come in and add the Golden Sunset yellows to the center of my flowers here. So this is the second, this is a smaller flower and a really pretty one. I just want to show you how Altenew are labeling. They're adding numbers now. So this flower is called the C, and you can see on the packaging it has which layer to choose next. So C1, C2, C3, which is this layer here, C4, and then the 2 center layers are C5 and C6. So rather than just sort of draw a swirl or a squiggle, I used to even come in with a marker sometimes and draw a line around which images went together with the stamp layering. I'm finding it much easier just to follow the guide with the numbering system. And these leaves I stamped with the Green Valley inks, and they've actually got 3 layers each as well. So the builder flower sets come with coordinating dies, and this one has one for each of the flowers as well as all of the leaves. So very convenient. And when I did multiples like this, it makes it so easy to cut them out. And aren't those colours beautiful? I've got way too many flowers for one card here, so I did decide to make a second card today. If you want to check that out and also find out how you can win and see what everyone else has made using this stamp set, head through the link below in the description below to my blog post. If you're here in September 2019, I can't believe it, and comment, you can have a chance to win. But head there and see what I did with the rest of the flowers. Alright, so I have some wood grain powder cardstock, which is a specialty paper from Altenew, and I cut a rectangle window using the it's one of the fine frames. It's the fine frames rectangles die. So I actually popped up my panel, you know, like the border panel that I created, and then just actually popped all the flowers and leaves off to the left hand side. The sentiments from the signature words set and use the word hello. I am being really careful here because I've used matte medium and I don't like to get the glue onto the gold foil cardstock, which is also another specialty paper from Altenew, because it can stain the foil. And I did add some extra gold here with the, now this is the enchanted gold. They've got 2 different golds, and I'm using a little brush, you can use anything, just to pick up some colour and added it to the centre of the flowers. If I had been organised, I would have done this, it would have been easy to do it earlier, but you can see that shimmer and shine from that pigment ink. It's really pretty. And then I used some matte medium to add the sentiment over top of one of the flowers. I know, bold. I also came in with a couple of sequins and some glass seed beads and added these on. This is not a card that's going to post very well. It will have to be a hand-delivered one or one that's wrapped in cotton wool. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and if you did, please click on the like button, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate every visit you make here. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.